Prince Harry finally wins a massive court battle against the Mirror newspapers. We're talking £140,600 in damages. Justice served. Champagne corks popping in Montecito. Only for the judge handling his legal costs to suddenly say, actually, scratch that, I'm out. Now, before we get to the judge drama that's got everyone scratching their heads, let's rewind to December 2023. Because this story has more layers than a royal wedding cake. Prince Harry secured a major court win against MGN in December 2023, receiving £140,600 in damages after the court ruled that 15 articles about him were the result of phone hacking and other dodgy journalistic practices. Welcome back to Royal Cookies, where we serve up the juiciest royal gossip with a side of heart-wrenching humanity. Please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. We're talking about years of illegal snooping, privacy violations, and basically treating Harry's personal life like their own personal soap opera. Think of it this way. Imagine if your nosy neighbor wasn't just peeking over the fence, but actually hacking your phone, bribing your friends for gossip, and then publishing it all in the local newsletter. Except your neighbor is a massive media corporation, and instead of 3 people reading about your business, it's millions. Harry fought back like a man possessed, and honestly, good on him. The court found that Mirror Group newspapers had been up to some seriously shady business between 1991 and 2011. The case centered on allegations that journalists at the Daily Mirror, Sunday Mirror and Sunday People engaged in phone hacking, blagging and employed private investigators for illegal activities. Winning the case is one thing. Actually getting paid is another beast entirely. Welcome to the glamorous world of legal costs, where lawyers argue about lawyer fees with other lawyers. It's like Inception, but with wigs and more paperwork. So Harry wins his case, gets his damages. But then comes the age-old question. Who's paying the astronomical legal bills? Because let's be real, taking on a media empire isn't exactly cheap. We're talking about legal costs that could probably fund a small country's royal wedding. Senior costs Judge Jason Rowley confirmed on Thursday that he was stepping away from the hearing, which was held to determine how much of Prince Harry's legal costs would be covered by Mirror Group newspapers, MGN, following the royals' victory against them in court back in December 2023. Now, Judge Jason Rowley was supposed to be the referee in this financial wrestling match. Picture him as the person deciding how much of Harry's legal bill the Mirror would have to cough up. Simple enough, right? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is where our story takes a turn sharper than a London cab avoiding a tourist. A senior legal figure has stepped down from overseeing the determination of legal costs in Prince Harry's court victory against Mirror Group newspapers due to concerns about potential conflicts of interest. But here's the kicker, and this is where it gets absolutely bonkers. Judge Rowley clarified that neither legal team had raised the conflict of interest. He identified the issue on his own initiative. Let me translate that for you. Nobody complained. Nobody pointed fingers. Nobody said, "Oi, Judge, this is a bit dodgy." The judge literally looked in the mirror one morning, no pun intended, and went, "You know what? I can't do this anymore." It's like being at a dinner party, realizing you've been gossiping about the host's ex-husband, only to discover halfway through your rant that you're actually sitting next to said ex-husband. Except this is a high court judge. Senior costs Judge Jason Rowley said on Thursday he would recuse himself from a hearing concerning the amount of legal costs to be paid after Harry sued Mirror Group newspapers, MGN, adding his decision is nothing to do with the parties involved. Now, here's where things get more mysterious than Meghan's cookbook recommendations. The legal world is buzzing like a bee in a flower shop because judges don't just randomly recuse themselves from cases. There's usually a reason, a very specific, very serious reason. But Judge Rowley is keeping his cards closer to his chest than the Queen kept her Tupperware collection. What could it be? Did he suddenly remember he went to school with someone involved? Does he own shares in a competing newspaper? Did his cousin's dog Walker once date someone who worked at the Mirror? In the legal world, conflicts of interest can be more intricate than a spider's web designed by someone with OCD. The timing is particularly juicy because this isn't just any old case. This is Prince Harry, the royal who's been making waves bigger than the ones that sank the Titanic. Every move he makes is scrutinized, every legal victory dissected, and every setback celebrated by his critics. And now, just when he's about to find out how much money he's getting back from his legal battle, the judge goes, "Actually, never mind, I'm out." It's like ordering a pizza, waiting an hour, and then having the delivery driver call to say they've suddenly realized they're allergic to your address. Now, let's zoom out from this particular drama and look at the bigger picture. Because Harry's legal adventures have been more numerous than his grandmother's corgis. This judge situation is just the latest chapter in Harry's ongoing war with the British press. We've had the security protection appeals, where Prince Harry, the son of King Charles III, said Friday he is devastated over the loss of a years-long court battle for security protection in the United Kingdom. Then there were the phone hacking cases, the privacy battles, and enough legal paperwork to wallpaper Buckingham Palace twice over. It's like Harry decided to take on the entire British legal system as a hobby. Most people collect stamps or learn to play the ukulele. Harry collects court cases and learns to navigate judicial reviews. But here's the thing that makes this judge situation even more intriguing. Another judge will replace Judge Rowley, with a further hearing scheduled. So it's not over, it's just paused. Like a Netflix series that ends on a cliffhanger and then makes you wait 6 months for the next season. If you're obsessed with royal strategy and environmental impact like I am, make sure you're subscribed to Royal Cookies because we're serving up the most sustainable royal content on YouTube. And remember, in a world full of fast fashion and royal scandals, sometimes the most revolutionary thing you can do is wear your values on your sleeve, preferably in a gorgeous shade of green. Sophie's proving that environmental activism isn't just about what you do, it's about who you become. Until next time, keep munching on those eco-friendly royal cookies.